in their business so that they can focus on the things that they enjoy doing, right? And that could be a whole lot of things, right? But I wanted to just hop on quick because I wanted to just share with you just for a few moments on, as you can see, or depending on where you're looking at this video from, it may be on Facebook Live, maybe on YouTube, but wanted to just share a little bit on some questions you need to ask yourself when you're planning for success. So if you're joining me for the first time, put a 1 in the comment section. I'd really love to know so that I can just, shout you out and welcome you to the broadcast. If you have joined me before, put a 2 in the comment section. Also, if you put a 1 or 2 in the comment section, doesn't matter, go ahead and share where you're joining me from. So, and always I want to make sure that I acknowledge all of my peeps who join me on the replay. So if you join me on replay, then put hashtag replay. So 1, if you're joining me for the first time, 2, if you've joined me before, and where you're joining from for 1 or 2. And then if you join the replay, then put hashtag replay. So, and don't forget to share this out. This is really, really crucial. So I went on my walk this morning, and I'm still kind of dressed in fitness attire here. But so I went on my walk this morning, and I was just kind of thinking about yesterday, actually, which was Sunday. And on every Sunday, I meet live with a small group of my students. And we are doing what I call Plan With Me sessions. So we get together, we talk about what our goals are, we talk about how to plan, we talk about how to redeem the time, we talk about, how to be more productive, and all of those wonderful things. So it was a great, great session on yesterday. And so I just wanted to share a little bit with you with what I shared with them. So we talked about, one of the questions that I had for them, was, where do you want to be in at the end of the year, right? 6 months from now, right? And because here's the thing, it's July, right? It's July. And I mean, we're already 6 months in the year. 6 months are already gone, right? So I mean, time, it really, really flies, but there's still time to recover, right? There's still time to recover. There's still time to redeem the time. And that's what, I always talk about. And that's really what our sessions have been about was, how to redeem the time, because it's never too late. It's never too late to start all over. It's never too late to redeem the time. It's never too late to take a pivot, hit reset, all those type of things. So, and so make sure you share this out. I mean, really, share this out, because this is really, sharing is caring, as they always say. But I know that there's somebody out there that wants to hear this, right? Somebody out there that feels like, man, it's, 6 months in and I haven't done what I, accomplished some of the things that I really started out at the beginning of the year saying that I was going to accomplish. Because, a lot of people will start the year, setting resolutions. I don't do resolutions. I do revolutions. But a lot of people start, at the beginning of the year, setting all these goals and having all these things that that they say they're going to do. And some don't even have strategy. Some don't even have plans. And so share this out, because there may be someone that needs to hear this, that I'm going to be sharing with you. So, so yesterday when I was meeting with my students, we were talking about, I asked the question, I said, so where do you want to be 6 months from now? And without hesitation, I said, where do you want to be 6 months from now? And is this a conversation that you want to be having in 6 months from now, which is, the end of the year, in 2019, right? So without hesitation, they were like, oh no, I do not want to be having this conversation. I want things to look totally, totally different from the way it looks now. And yeah, so, whatever I need to do, to make that happen, I want things to look a whole lot different, right? And I'm like, okay, all right, I got it. So as they continue to share, their ambitious goals, and certainly not impossible to reach, right? Goals like, I want to make sure that I'm full-time in my business. I want to make sure that I'm being more creative. I want to, have more time to create, my art, and to do things like that I really, really enjoy doing. I said, okay, that's doable, right? But you got to have a plan, right? You got to have a plan. So I said, let's create a plan for success. Now I'm going to, these three questions these are really like a place to start, right? There's a whole lot that goes into planning, right? And I know that you probably, listen to, gurus, and listen to people that, talk about, planning for success, or planning, or, whatever plan, that you may have. And so, but this is like a starting point. And because I was, my students are, like in the beginning stages of, they're working full time already in their business, and they're wanting to focus on their side hustle. They want to focus on, creating additional streams of income, things like that. So this is, probably for you if that's where you are, right? So go ahead and type in the question if you want to know the three questions. Type number 3 in the comment section if you want to know what are the 3 questions, right? So go ahead, type in the comment section. I want to see some comments, right? So the first question that you should ask yourself, and this is, I'm telling you, it sounds simple, but it's extremely important. The first question you want to ask yourself is, where am I right now? Where am I right now? Go ahead and type that in the comment section. Where am I right now? Where am I right now? It's so important to acknowledge, where you are right now. Because, everybody, you may be looking at people and they are like, super successful, and they're doing, mega things in their business and in their ministry. And, they've written, books, New York sellers, all that kind of stuff. The important thing that you need to ask yourself is, where am I right now? Because that is crucial. It's crucial because you have to, number one, when you ask yourself this question, it's like, a reality check. Okay, here's where I am right now. Here's where I'm trying to go, and I'm trying to be in 6 months, right? And depending on your starting place, that's going to help you to determine, what things that you need to do, how much time and energy you need to put in making those things come to pass, right? So you really need to know, where are you right now? It is absolutely crucial that you ask yourself that, and make sure that you write this down. Where am I right now? Right? Ask yourself that question, right? So the thing that I had them to do was, and I'll share this with you. I with my planning sessions, I have some pages from a planner that I create. But the 2 things that I have them to do, which is going to lead me to question number 2, is, am I clear about my goals, right? So write that in the comment section. Am I clear about my goals, right? So the first question is, where am I right now? And am I clear about my goals? Because here's the thing. If you're not clear about your goals, then the activities that you're going to be doing on a regular basis are just going to be busy activities. So you have to be clear about where you're trying to go. So first you got to be clear about where you are, and then you got to be clear about where you're trying to go, right? Because if you're not clear about that, again, you're just going to be doing busy activities that's going to lead to absolutely nowhere, right? And you're going to look at the end of the day, you're going to be saying to yourself, okay, I've been busy all day. However, this had nothing to do with where I'm trying to go. I'm not making progress, right? I don't have, there's no momentum. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just kind of marking time, right? I'm on a hamster wheel. I'm doing things. I'm busy. It's turning, but I'm not getting anywhere. And that's not where you want to go. That's not where you want to be, right? So first, where am I right now? Make sure you type that in the comment section. Am I clear about my goals? Okay, so am I clear about my goals is the second question. The third question is, are my activities in alignment with my goals? Are my activities in alignment with my goals, right? Type that in the comment section. I want to make sure that I get some feedback from you. So that's the third question. Are my activities in alignment with my goals? So the way that we went about this was, we started out with the questions, right? And so I had them to fill out this planner. I'll show you. This one is all marked up because these are mine, and it's not, this is just a few sheets in the planner, right? So you have the first sheet as your weekly planner here. Okay, let me move this here. Weekly planner, right? And so that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, Saturday and Sunday. So there's like 7 days. I forgot. So there's like 7 days, right? So each line is going to represent 7 each day of the week, because you want to be working on this constantly and you want to keep this before you, right? So that's what the first sheet is. The first sheet is, where you're going to make sure that you're clear about what your weekly goals are, right? Because you need to have weekly goals, monthly goals, annual goals, all that kind of stuff. This is just a place to start. And then the subsequent pages are going to be like your agenda, right? And so I don't know if you can see that, but this is, the process. So you have a place there for, the date, your to-do list, 3 priorities, right? A quote of the day, something that helps you to stay in a positive mindset. And that was one of the things that I shared with them, was that, because we start out with, acknowledging our successes, right? And so when we acknowledge the type, the successes that we've had, whether they're large or small, I always encourage my clients to make sure that they're acknowledging, documenting and celebrating those success, because that puts you in a place where you need to be when you need to retrieve some motivation, right? So you can put, like a success quote of the day. Then also I like for them to put a biblical, a verse, a Bible verse, an affirmation of the day. And then just any other notes that they, may want to put, down there in the comments. So this is just, like a 8 sheets of paper. The first one is like the weekly planner and weekly planner page, and then the daily agenda, which includes the 7 pages, so that they can have a daily agenda. So something that they can go by. So that's what I have them to work on. And so to help them make sure that, they're documenting their activities, they are staying in alignment with their goals, and, they're answering the question, where am I right now, right? So again, let me just kind of recap here. Where am I right now is the first question, right? The second question, am I clear about my goals? The third question is, are my activities in alignment with my goals? And so once you determine those first two, and maybe you are journaling, which is a part of what I also have my students to do. I actually have them to go through a 7-day journaling process prior to getting to this point, right? And so when they have done that, they're able to identify whether or not they're clear about their goals and whether or not any of the activities are in alignment with their goals. So once they've determined that, now they can go to this this document and create goals, weekly goals, annual goals, 6 month 6 month goals. That's going to be in alignment with their activities. Now their activities can get in alignment with what their goals are, right? And so that is the process. And again, this is not a hard process, right? But it's something that's extremely significant for success, right? Go ahead and type in a comment section, success. If you want some success, right, and you want to end the year strong, right, then you want to go through, I mean, maybe this is not something that will work for you, maybe not, I don't know. But this is the process that I take my students through and that I go through. So, you know, type in the comment section, you know, success. But if you are at the place where you feel like, you know, I'm just not this, you know, I'm not on track. I need to pivot. I don't know how to pivot. I don't know what I need to do in order to, you know, change direction. This can help you. This process can help you. So I hope that this was all clear. Let me know in the comment section if this, you know, makes sense for you. Just type in, you know, makes sense or whatever. Type in the comment section, makes sense. You know, so I know that this really, really makes sense. Answering these 3 questions are extremely important to get back in alignment with where you're trying to go and planning your, you know, your end of the year success, right? Because if you don't plan, guess right. One of my favorite quotes is from the late Zig Ziglar. He says that if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. You will. That's where you're going to end up, right? So if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time, right? And so if you don't plan, right, then you will end up exactly where you get. Does that make sense? So hopefully, you know, this has made sense. If you're looking for ways to, you know, to manage your time better, ways to be more productive, get in alignment with your goals, then feel free to reach out to me. Just go to bit.ly, Coach Aldreama, bit.ly / Coach Aldreama, and then that will take you to my site where you can actually get a complimentary strategy session with me. You'll walk away with a plan. And I've had people to, you know, get on a call with me and are just super, not just motivated, but they have a strategy in place, right? And it, you know, it just kind of helps to be able to talk with someone about where it is they're trying to go. How can I get there? You know, you may feel like you're all over the place. And so this strategy session is going to help you to get clear, get focused, and put some type of plan in place, not a cookie cutter strategy, but something that will be personalized where you can say, okay, now I know exactly where I'm trying to go. That's what I help, you know, people to do, redeem the time, because it's not too late, right? Ephesians 5:16 says, you can redeem the time. You can do it. Is not too late, right? The Bible says you can do that, right? So that is what I am able to help you to do. So if you want massive transformation in your life and you are ready to do what it is you need to do, and you got to be committed to this process, right? Then go ahead and reach out to me. Just go and click on the link in the comment. It'll be in the comment section, or it may be above, depending on how you're watching this video, right? So, so thank you for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it. Love you all so much. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that this helps. Feel free to reach out to me if you are ready, if you're committed to make some changes, and you're saying to yourself, okay, yes, I don't want this year to end like last year did. I want to be in a different place. I want to have, a massive transformation, right? Then go ahead, click the link, get on my schedule for a complimentary session, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. All right, everybody. Thank you. Have an amazing day. I look forward to talking with you. All right. Bye-bye.